Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears.
Hi guys, happy Monday. Welcome to my home sweet classroom, this countdown to Christmas. Teach Miss in Miss Laura's class. Now today we did a couple things, and as you can see in the back, they did some stockings. These are my students' stockings. Aren't they just so adorable? I had one student even write a small, I guess a quote or just an inspirational message to the rest of the class, to the rest of the students. So we did that this morning, and they had a lot of fun with it. It's just a little treat, I would say, for them to get into the spirit and decorate our classroom. Another thing we did do today was some lights. So I gave my students each a light, and throughout the day they were supposed to find something good, something somebody did, or something that they did for somebody else. And what I told them was that this is a good opportunity to light up the classroom. As far as Christmas, we have Christmas lights, right? So I thought, why not do some lights in the classroom? So they had these. I already had a couple students fill some out. And for example, one of my students gave me an apple this morning, so she said, I'm going to write myself. I gave an apple to Mrs. Laura. Apple a day keeps the doctor happy, gives you knowledge, is what she wrote. I thought that was super cute. Another student said that a friend of his said, you are great at this game, and he said it made me happy. So that was sweet. She said, your hair looks really pretty today, and I actually saw this one this morning, and I was like, oh, that's a good opportunity for a teachable moment right there. And another one said, your hair looks so pretty today. So it's just a little thing for them to get in the spirit of being nice. And I told them this morning that your elf is watching, so make sure you're being nice. But yeah, that's what I have for today. We did a lot today. Now we have a new. We won't be having school on Wednesday because of George Bush's death. So it's a new federal holiday. So we won't have school Wednesday, and we don't have school Thursday. So I have quite a bit of due to crunch in before that end of the week. So we'll see you later. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Look where I found my elf this morning. Look at our elf today. She is stuck in tape. Don't play with tape. This stuff is sticky. Hi friends, so today is now the end of the day, and every Tuesday I send home gold folders. So it stands for getting organized and learning daily. So this is an example of my gold folders. This one's a little bit beat up, but every student takes home a gold folder every Tuesday. So they are in the cover. I just simply have my expectations for the child and the parent, and the grading in my class, and a supply list and a wish list. So in this folder, they're supposed to keep all of their things that I send home as far as grading, letters, parent letters, announcements, newsletter. And I did want to share with you my newsletter. This is my newsletter for this week. What I have here is in class, I talk about my content, what I'm teaching in each content. Sometimes I don't need to change it. Sometimes it goes on for 3 weeks. For example, reading goes for 3 to 4 weeks. In specific, the content that I'm teaching, observing nature. Writing is by genre, and I have word study, math, science, social studies, and health. I also have my spelling list and vocabulary list of words, along with birthdays in my newsletter. Up here I have upcoming dates, like I was telling you earlier this morning, we have no school Wednesday, tomorrow, or Thursday because it is a teacher professional development. And then I have my teacher message. This week I have mistakes are proof you are trying. My contact information, I do have a dojo for behavior management, and I have remind to send messages directly to parents other than by email. Then I have at the bottom message to parents. This week I didn't have too much going on because it is a 3-day week, but I did want to inform parents about the upcoming Christmas party, which is in this last paragraph, and remind parents that they're going to be taking a test in math at the end of the week to study and complete any homework because progress reports are going to go home on Friday. So that is it. So for our Christmas party, we're going to be doing a holiday book exchange. I did get this template online, but I can't remember where I got it from. So if I find it, I'll link it, or if you're interested, please let me know. So we'll be doing a holiday book exchange, and I've asked every parent to bring one book so they can trade with. We're going to do a white elephant type of game. So they'll bring the book to school, and then next week on Wednesday we're going to have our Christmas party, which leads me to our holiday Polar Express theme party. And I created a letter for parents. So I'm really excited about this. Last year I did a Polar Express thing with my first graders, and when I presented it to my 4th graders this year, they were really excited as well. So I would like to make my room a train, so maybe arrange the desks to be a train kind of thing, and then put red butcher paper on the floor to represent the carpet. So I kind of want to rearrange my room so that it fits the theme of Polar Express. But this is what the letter looks like, and I did make it a pajama party. So I talk about how they're going to come in their pajamas on Wednesdays, and Wednesdays are half a day. So I thought it was a perfect time to have the Christmas party. And I put the itinerary. We're going to be making handmade gifts. Then we're going to do the Christmas Around the World breakout activity. I did find that one on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'll be showing you that later on this week. We'll have cookies with Santa, trying to get a Santa to come to the classroom, and I would like a parent to come read a Christmas story, and then we'll have out chocolate bar. So then after that we'll have the book exchange, and then we will watch the movie, the Polar Express movie. So that's what I have for the party, and I've asked parents if they can contribute to the party. So I've simply just asked them like the hot chocolate packets and cookies or whipped cream to go with the hot chocolate, plates, things like that. And I've also put other, just in case parents want to bring something different. So that is my letter for the Polar Express theme party. So I'm excited about that. With this, I also gave them a ticket, and I put it in yellow. So I put their name on the bottom to personalize it, and I put the departure time, their seat number. So I gave them these two together, and I said, you're invited to the Polar Express theme party. So I told them you're invited to the Polar Express pajama party. So they were pretty excited about that. Getting a ticket. They did all have questions like, what's a seat number? So that was kind of funny. But I'm really excited to do this year, especially with my 4th graders. So today I'm teaching multiplication, and we're using problems for multi-step using equations. So I did want to share with you what I did with my students. I was having a little bit of a hard time getting them engaged yesterday doing it. So overnight I reflected on it. I was like, what can I do to get my students to understand that they just have to multiply what's in the order of operations, or add or subtract, but they have to follow that order of operations. So my students were a little bit blown away with, what, do I have to do all this? What do I do first? There's so many steps. And I reflected overnight what I can do to help them remember this strategy. So I do have math journals for every subject, and we did this first, and what I did is I went through the steps with them, and I talked about how each problem has a step, and using multi-steps in equations, they have an unknown number. So we went through all of this, but they were really still struggling with the idea of using an equation or unknown number. So I went ahead and thought of a strategy. So I don't know if you're familiar with Kit Kat commercial, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. So I thought about that, and it kind of reminded me of it, breaking the pieces apart, because we're going step by step into each equation. So it just reminded me of it. So I went ahead and told them this morning, it's like a Kit Kat bar. When you get those pieces, we break them apart, but at the end they're still the same product. So that's the same thing with math and equations. Is we have these equations and they're so long, but we're going to break it into pieces in order to solve it. So I went ahead and changed the words, and I said, break me up a piece of that, and then they would say equation. So every time we got to a step, they put it in parentheses, and I told them, break me off a piece of that, and then they said equation. And I went ahead and put in parentheses. So this is what it turned out to be, and every time we got to the equation, they put it in parentheses. So I thought it was a really great strategy at the end of it, once I did 1 and 2 with it. So after that, I think my students got it, and I hope they are ready for the test on Friday. We reviewed, and I gave them a review to take home over these next 2 days, and I asked them to look in their journals for note-taking, and then we'll take the test on Friday. So hopefully they're ready. That's it for today, guys. I'm going home. I want to go for a run tonight, or at least tomorrow, go to the gym. But I hope you enjoyed this video of today and yesterday's Vlogmas. As I was telling you before, I am new to the Vlogmas trend, so if you have any ideas you want to share with me, or any comments you want to leave for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like my video. It really helps me get an understanding of, am I doing a good job? So that's it. So I'll see you later. Bye.
Last Christmas, I gave